3rd Street. We're running from the clean out on the side of Fuller underneath this cabinet here. The water that you see flowing by is from the city sewer. As we pull back from the city, the pipe on the bottom left corner, that is the owner's responsibility. That is where the house line connects to the city sewer. That's called the saddle. The saddle looks to be in good working condition. I don't see any breaks, cracks, or separations. This pipe is a cement pipe. It's a very old pipe. It's no longer being used because of the porousness of it. It causes things to get caught on it. It also is because it is cement. It does crack. You do have a little bit of an offset right there, but as you can see, the water flows down, and it's not really getting caught on the offset here. It's really not an issue at this point. As we pull it back, this is a 6-inch cement pipe, which is running from the alley to the property line. As we get closer to the property line, the pipe then changes in material to clay. As you can see, this is a 4-inch clay pipe. The other was a 6-inch pipe. Usually the transfer of size is right at the property line. So I believe we're getting into the back area. What we're looking for is that the seams are all lined up and everything's good with no root intrusions, so the sewage can just flow nicely. This pipe does go very deep. There is one root intrusion here, as you can see. It's not a terrible root intrusion. My camera was able to go by it, and things can flow by it, as you can see, but it is something that should be maintained or cleaned out so it doesn't grow to the point where it causes a stoppage. So as we're pulling it back from that patio, there's another root intrusion here. Once again, this could be maintained pretty easy. It's not a terrible problem. What we would use is what's called a hydrojetter. Our snake will just flow right by that. Where a hydrojetter sprays high-pressure water in a circular motion, which allows it to clean from top to bottom and rip the roots very, very good. This one's a little bigger of a root intrusion, as you can see, where the pipe is pretty clogged there. That one definitely needs to be maintained. But you can see that the top of it is, water is flowing by it. We kind of went under it. But that definitely needs a hydrojetter to clean that pretty good. When we just ran the snake to clear the stoppage, it says negative because we started the counter at the city connection. But that's I think that's 50 feet out right there because we were 75 feet in. When we ran our snake to clear the stoppage. It cleared at around 20 to 25 feet, where we do see another issue, which is probably going to be negative 50 feet on my counter here. But the rest of this line is in working order. I don't see any problems with it. A little bit of a root, but that's really nothing. So this is where some of the pipes have been replaced. You can see this is clay pipe, and there's a section that has been replaced to an ABS plastic pipe. You get a better look at it coming up. So this is the pipe that's been replaced from there to here, and basically where they connected it from the cast iron pipe to the ABS pipe, this connection has sagged and dropped. As you can see, the opening has gotten smaller, almost like a lemon. You see how it's pointy on both ends. It should be lined up perfectly with the other one, and I believe this is where paper and other things are getting clogged because the opening is so small. We located this in the bathroom, right at the doorway. This is a section that we recommend to do what's called a spot repair, where we would dig up this section, which is approximately 10 feet deep, and reline the pipe and resupport it so that doesn't happen again with better couplings, and reconnect it. This is cast iron pipe, which is original to the building. It is porous, but it's not terrible. I've seen a lot worse where there's rust that's completely closing the pipe up, and also flaking off, which we call debris on the bottom of the pipe, like rust debris. So this cast iron is actually not in terrible shape for the age. This is a little bit of shale that I was just telling you about, but that's really not bad. And And then as we pull it back, we're getting closer here to the clean out. So we were 60 feet, not 75. So this is where we're at now. This is the clean out, which they've opened up for us because of this drape, and then here's the street. So at this point, my recommendation would be to do a spot repair and maybe a hydrojetter. You can do the hydrojetter first if you'd like to get rid of those roots.